Have you ever wished you could learn something new and do it from the comfort of your own home without the exorbitant prices? With this video's sponsor, Skillshare, you can. Skillshare take online learning to a new level, giving you the chance to develop new skills or further your creativity with over 1,000 courses. In fact, they've even got a film production course we'd highly recommend, with an annual subscription that's less than $10 a month and 2 months free if you sign up using the link below. If you want to join a new community and learn something new, then this is your chance. Now, here are 5 scary videos filmed inside caves. So hit those lights, sit back, and enjoy. Caves are by their nature fairly scary. They are home for darkness and dark-dwelling creatures, a place where secrets and mysterious things can remain hidden, and an environment that feels mysterious and unnerving. You never really know what you're going to find, or how deep one really goes. With the rise of exploration YouTube channels, videos of cave and mine explorations are becoming increasingly popular. The vast majority of them can be entertaining to those who enjoy these things, but a few of them can depict truly frightening things captured on video. What makes them scary can vary, but they all share something in common. They take place in a claustrophobic, unknown environment. So from a near-death experience to an actual tragic death, lives often change when venturing into the earth, and those who enter caves often leave different. Lost John's Cave. Lost John's Cave is the name of a cavern system located in Leckfall in Lancashire, England. The cave contains 3 major vertical routes known as the Dome Route, the Centipede Route, and the Monastery Route. Due to their verticality, Lost John's Cave is a popular location for single rope technique, or SRT. In 2018, a group of adrenaline-seeking friends decided to go down the cave. One of them was 39-year-old from Saltburn, Bob Johnson, who has been caving for about 10 years, after friends introduced him to the sport. However, in this particular adventure, Bob was unfortunate enough to have his chest become stuck among the underground rocks of Lost John's Cave, while the cave itself was becoming filled with running water from a stream. Bob's ordeal was captured by video by one of his friends. His friends were laughing at him at first, but as he began screaming for help, they became alarmed by the situation and encouraged Bob to stay calm. Over the course of the video, Bob's panic intensifies as his attempts of getting out are not working and the water keeps on running. Take a look. Bob is lucky to have survived this situation with the help of his friends. One of them came behind him and grabbed him, while another pulled the pair up. After what happened, Bob's experience became a viral video that scared most who watched it. Bob himself continued on to do caving afterwards, saying "I enjoyed it," and just carried on. However, he admittedly would not be going back to the Lost John's Cave. In retrospect, he finds the situation funny, but at the time, funny was not a word he would have used to describe it. It's a truly terrifying experience, and anyone can imagine Bob's rising fear as the water continues to run and he continued to be wedged in the rocks. For many, such an ordeal would have prevented them from getting into similar situations again. For others like Bob, on the other hand, life goes on. Lost Girl in a Cave. Exploring with Josh is a YouTube channel with a plethora of urban exploration videos, mainly of abandoned, creepy, or otherwise unconventional locations. In August 2016, 21-year-old Josh and his friends were exploring the Ape Cave, a known cave located in Mount St. Helens in Washington. It's a popular and fairly accessible tourist destination, and the underground network of lava tubes are a perfect place for those seeking adventures that aren't too dangerous. The video itself is a fairly standard cave exploration video. It has an upbeat atmosphere as John and his friends have fun as they explore the dark cavern, albeit making it seem scarier than it is. Suddenly, the group comes across an 11-year-old girl, scared and alone in the darkness with no source of light of her own. The girl is very noticeably frightened, and the group quickly discover that she does not speak English. Take a look.
It's getting tighter and tighter. I don't think this is worth it, man. Should we go back?
Bro, you're already at the end.
I don't think we're supposed to crawl this far.
Yeah, I think this is too far.
Yeah. I'm so curious. If you're curious, man. If you're curious, this is where we could go. We can go more, but I mean, this is pretty freaking.
This is scary.
This is scary.
I think.
Yo, no way. It opened up again.
Does it?
Yeah, it opened up. I can't believe we kept going.
Yet again, I'm with Josh. No John or Cody. We just
lost
We
him.
just keep going. We were so curious to know what was through this tunnel.
This is crazy, man.
Oh my god.
I used to be claustrophobic, but I guess I lost it because I'm not that scared.
Okay. Got it. Can I head back now? This girl doesn't have a flashlight. Okay, I'm gonna take out my phone, actually.
English?
I don't know
You
if
speak
they
English? No English.
No?
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, come with
Wanna go
us.
this way?
Hey Josh, do you see those the couple that was back there?
You wanna come
Can
with
you tell
us?
them their daughter's up here and she's scared?
They don't speak. She doesn't speak
She
English.
doesn't speak
They don't
English.
speak English.
It's okay.
It's alright. This is the way back.
What an experience. As we were about to leave, this little girl comes up out of nowhere, scares us, and at first we're like, wait, whose parents are hers? And she was just there alone by herself. Then she just stood there in the back, so I started talking to her, but she wouldn't answer me. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't think she speaks English. It turns out she really didn't speak English at all. She's by herself, crawled the whole way in there by herself, no light. No light, what the heck? I don't get it, no light.
While it's not known whether the girl ventured into the cave on her own or got separated from her parents at some point and got lost, her fate was luckily a fortunate one. When she heard the voices of her parents calling her name, she became willing to go with Josh and his friends and was reunited with her parents. Her rescue story became quite popular when Josh posted the video and quickly made headlines worldwide. This video is scary, not in the traditional sense, but for a more relatable reason. It's very easy to put oneself in the girl's shoes, being lost and alone in such an environment. If any of you have ever experienced such a thing, you definitely know how terrifying it can be. The Jarvis Mine. Imagine yourself exploring the wilderness with your dog. It's been a long, hot day for the both of you as you hike through 16 kilometers of rocky canyons and rugged terrain. You come across the entrance of an abandoned mine and decide to go in just a bit, in order to enjoy the cool environment, eat something, and begin preparing for camping in the night. This is what happened to Stan W., as described in his blog post from September the 22nd, 2009. Him and his dog Millie ventured into an unfamiliar abandoned mine, and Millie began behaving nervously as Stan was pulling some food out of his bag. She then started walking on her own into the darkness of the mine, a behaviour which Stan claimed was very uncharacteristic of her. As he called to her, Millie kept walking deeper into the mine. Stan grabbed his flashlight and began chasing after her, but Millie began to run, bark and cry, and still was not responding to his whistles and calls. Stan lost track of her, and soon enough he couldn't hear her anymore. The mine was silent, save for his own freaked out footsteps. In the end, Stan found his dog's bloody corpse lying behind a supporting beam, with something inhuman leaning over her. He immediately ran away in panic, never to see his dog again. You wouldn't believe something like this would be caught on camera, but take a look.
Fun day of exploring is coming to a close. My dog. Hey, how you doing, good girl? Oh yeah, long day, I know. See what we have to eat. Let's see. My apple. And my granola bar. Good dinner, huh? Did you have a good day? You're tired, aren't you? Oh, yeah. Hey, where are you going? Hey. Oh, shoot. Flashlight. Millie. 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 Hey, where are you going? Wow. This is huge. Hey, where are you going? Hey. What do you see, Gogo? What do you see? Do you see something? Hey, hey, wait up. Hey, hey. Millie! Millie! Oh, God.
Now, some people believe the video is fake, and there are certainly some circumstantial elements in that don't exactly add up. For example, Stan never specifies where the mine is located, or answered the comments asking about it. He only said that the locals call it the Jarvis Mine. There is indeed an abandoned coal mine called Jarvis Mine, which is located near Kensington in Ohio. But this area is not known for the rocky canyons described by Stan. It's important to note that pinpointing the correct name of an abandoned mine can be tricky business, as records can and often do get lost. The YouTube video itself, being the only video on his channel, also never points out what happened to Millie. Her death is only clarified in Stan's blog post in September, 10 months after uploading the video. Some think the video is edited, while others believe that the video was a promotional video for the 2013 movie Abandoned Mine. However, promoting a film 3 years prior to its release is not commonly heard of. Another point against the video is that if Millie was indeed killed by some sort of cave-dwelling creature, which is most assumed to be a mountain lion, it's strange that she made no sound while being attacked. Her crying was distinctive of unrest and is not what a dog would sound like when it's in pain. What makes this video difficult to discredit though, is that the dog's behaviour doesn't seem fake, and just as a 3 years early promotional video for a film is not common, so is trained dogs to act for a viral scary video. Stan remained adamant that the footage is real. Whichever the case, taking pets into caverns and abandoned places is certainly unadvisable, as opting to go into such dangerous places is already a risk by itself. If you do wish to go and explore, we hope that you ensure your dog's safety by leaving them at home. Bushman's Hole. Bushman's Hole is a submerged freshwater cave located in the Northern Cape province of South Africa. It's a very deep underwater cave, reaching down over 1,500 meters. As such, it has historically been a known destination for ambitious divers who wish to be the one to dive the deepest in the hole. However, Bushman's Hole is known not only for its challenges, but also for those who have died while diving there. In December 17, 1994, a South African scuba diver named Dion Dreyer drowned in Bushman's Hole during a practice dive. He was helping a team of divers set up conditions for a deeper dive scheduled to take place later that week. He was around 50 meters under the water when he was lost, and his death is considered to be the result of loss of consciousness underwater. This may have occurred either due to oxygen toxicity or hypercapnia, which are related to breathing an overly high concentration of oxygen or carbon dioxide respectively. Whatever the cause was, Dion's death at the age of 20 was a tragedy, and his body remained undiscovered at Bushman's Hole. However, his body was later found on October the 28th, 2004 by renowned Australian scuba diver and airplane pilot Dave Shaw. 10 years after it first sank to the depths, it was found 270 meters into the underwater cave, and a plan to recover it was set into motion. On January the 8th, 2005, 50-year-old Shaw dived back into Bushman's Hole in an attempt to recover W.A.R.N.I.N.G's body in his 333rd dive. Once he reached the body, Shaw cut loose W.A.R.N.I's harness and his body unexpectedly began to float. As within its wetsuit, his corpse had turned into adipocere, a soap-like material over the years. However, this would come to be his last dive, as he did not make it back to the surface. Instead, Shaw joined W.A.R.N.I.N.G as another diver claimed by Bushman's Hole. His dive was recorded using an underwater camera, which allowed researchers to eventually conclude from the footage that he was suffering from respiratory problems due to the high pressure at that depth. More importantly, however, Shaw and the body became entangled with the wire of his underwater light, which was connected to a heavy battery canister, and which he had to place on the cave's floor in order to release W.A.R.N.'s body with both hands. It was determined that the physical effort of trying to entangle himself is what led to Shaw's death. Both Shaw's and W.A.R.N.'s bodies floated up to near the surface of Bushman's Hole 3 days later. As Shaw's final dive was recorded, the chilling footage of his death can be found online. It's a truly eerie sight to witness, and a reminder that scuba diving is not without risk.
Rushing, trying to get these scissors to cut, because we were going to cut it out of the cylinders, but now everything is loose. This is a very sloping bottom, so Dave slipped here. Again, now he's coming back to the body. And you can see he's checking, making sure everything's right with his time. Time's getting short now. The time is nearly to the point where he needs to leave. Okay, good check. All the time checking, making sure he's okay, working at the same time. There's the line. This is a line we were worried about being loose, and there it is loose. Okay. We've now come to the end of our time now, and it's time to leave. Dave's decided he's going to leave. All on plan, everything's right. He's still working hard, everything's right. He's leaving. Okay, all on time, working hard. Quick check, make sure his gauges are right. Something seems to be stopping him now, and he's caught in the line. Okay. He's working hard trying to untangle himself. You can see the bag. Okay, there he goes. He's moving on again. Now, he's breathing very hard. It's getting quite difficult to do things. Good check on the gauge. Now, Dave's breathing would be getting quite heavy as he's trying to work his way out. And slowly, Dave would start to become incoherent, and then he would stop.
Deadwood Creek. This one is not a cave in the conventional sense, but we would be amiss to not mention the YouTube channel exploring abandoned mines and unusual places in this video. A channel that was discussed on this channel before in regards to mines and caverns. It's not known for paranormal activity or haunted places specifically, and the channel's owner Frank keeps it an exploratory channel of interesting locals, but in very rare cases, something very interesting happens in one of Frank's videos, which is worthy of further investigation. In a video from December the 5th, 2018, Frank explores Deadwood Creek in South Dakota as he heads towards an abandoned mine and mill. As usual for his videos, he narrates his adventure with thoughts and postulations, and adds text that clarifies the information after researching and fact-checking. This authentic, on-the-go narration is a staple of Frank's videos. As he arrives at the mill on the way to the mine, the place looks fairly standard for an abandoned ruin. There is trash, graffiti, and run-down walls and furniture. Nothing stands out as being out of the ordinary. Then, in the middle of Frank's sentence, a bottle is thrown towards him from on top of the sofa he was passing over with his flashlight. Take a look.
So I'm not sure if this was a lab or what. It's not too far from the mine. I don't know. But here is the staircase we came down. Whoa. What was that?
Frank was surprised and decided to leave the area, and claimed that he had not encountered any other strange anomalies on his way back. Although the video has been analysed, no sign of audio editing or overlay were found. Some have taken notice that the way in which the bottle moved towards Frank is very odd, and that it looks less like it was thrown and more like it was being pulled in the shape of an arc, which the simple yanking of a string would not accomplish. No other movement was captured, and it does seem like Frank was completely alone there. If the video is real, is it possible that Frank came across a ghost that either wanted him to leave or wished to make itself known? This is the third notable time that Frank comes across unexplainable, seemingly paranormal phenomena in his explorations. And though those do happen very rarely, it does raise the question of whether Frank is lucky in his encounters, or whether this can happen to anyone who explores as many abandoned places as him. What do you think of it? So that's 5 terrifying videos filmed inside caves. Again, thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to support this channel by checking out the link in the description to see what courses they have to offer. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next video.